Welcome back to Adams Field. It's halftime here as we are joined by the members of the 2011 Wayne State football team. They're being honored today here at halftime at Adams Field. Of course, as always, it's halftime. We're joined by a very special guest, and there's no one better to be joined on this final home edition of the halftime show than the athletic director here at Wayne State, Rob Fournier. And I got to apologize to you. And there's a long story with this, and I'll make it quick, guys. 2 years ago, when you came on this stage and you announced that you were building a new arena for the basketball team, you said right here on this stage, we're going to get a Big Ten team in for the first game of the year. I was okay with that, but inside I'm like, he's absolutely crazy. There's no Big Ten team that's going to come down here to Wayne State and play a basketball game. And last night at the arena, which was beautiful, by the way, and we'll talk about it, you had Michigan in to play Wayne State in an exhibition game. I formally, in front of everybody here, apologize to you for that, and I got to say, great job.
We're going to have this on tape because media people don't normally apologize for anything. But you're 50% right. I am crazy, but we did get the Big Ten team, so it worked out good for us.
The arena is beautiful. Had a chance to watch that last night. Rod Beard was with us as well. Both of our sons were there, and they had a blast. You have to be pleased with the way everything went with the arena and the atmosphere there, and it just felt like a great place to go see a basketball game.
Well, you know, as we were doing the introductions last night, and I was writing a script Thursday night, and basically I was looking back. I said, you know, we played basketball here 104 years. We've never had a basketball arena.
Right.
You know, the Mathi was built for the Olympics, but what we used as a basketball facility was the gymnastics court. So the arena never got built. It just ended when the Olympics was chosen for Mexico City. So we've never had a basketball arena. So you talk to the old-time guys, you know, they were playing at high school gyms. You know, they went up to U of D a few times, but they never had their own facility. And then, you know, the Mathi was nice, but it wasn't a basketball facility. I mean, we've got a basketball facility.
That's the one thing I found amazing, and I heard that last night, that there has never been a dedicated basketball arena as long as Wayne State has been in existence until now. It's got to be pleasing to you to be able to finally get that accomplished and to finally get a basketball arena, especially for basketball here on this campus.
Well, you know, last night we honored Bob Holmes, whose uncle was actually David Holmes, who was the first athletic director here back in 1918. So we kind of bring it full circle. Mm-hmm. But, you know, the fact that all those teams for all those years, I mean, our men's basketball locker room was a towel room. I mean, that's where they planned on passing out towels to the people that were using the locker rooms. And we converted it into whatever you want to call it, but it was a locker room. And, you know, there's never any air conditioning in the place. So, you know, summer workout, you know, that was sauna workout combination. So, you know, it had some challenges. It didn't really have that fan atmosphere that you want to create the aesthetics for people. So, you know, having this was certainly a culmination. And I think, you know, people that have a chance to visit it, I mean, from the minute you walk in, the plaza. Now, we didn't get everything done in time. You know, the interior has a few more things, but, you know, you get the ribbon boards, you get the big scoreboard, you know, you get the, you know, we kind of pulled in the piece of the basketball from the past with the rules and how they haven't changed. So you get all of that to kind of create that atmosphere. And I always wanted in the design of it, which we argued about it a few times, or at least I was arguing. There was a bunch of people on the other side. But I said, you know, we need a sunken bowl. You walk in, you look down, there's the action. You don't have people walking in front of you anymore, as you would at the Mathi. Mm-hmm. You know, you walk down to get your seat. So you know, all those kind of things that, you know, you think about those kind of amenities, just make it a little extra special.
The other thing that people may not know is this arena is in coordination with the G League team, the Pistons G League team, the Motor City Cruise. How critical were they in the building of this arena?
This arena doesn't happen without the Motor City Cruise. I mean, you think about where higher education is today with budget cuts and reductions in funding. You know, to drop a $28.3 million building is just, you know, that's just not possible. I mean, the partnership with, and I got to give credit to Arn Tellem and Josh Bartelstein. You know, that partnership was instrumental. I mean, it doesn't happen without them. And I know they were as excited last night as we were. I mean, you know, I mean, we've been on this journey for 4 years. I mean, we kept it quiet for a long time as we worked out things and negotiated things. But, you know, Arn was just ebullient last night over the whole thing, and he's told me on a number of occasions. I mean, he's been to a lot of arenas. He says this is the best G League elite arena in the country. And when you get down below and you see the inner workings of the locker rooms and all the facilities, I mean, you understand a little bit more about how he could come to that assessment.
So what's next, Rob Fournier? You've done that with the arena. You've done other improvements around here with other sports teams. What's next on your list?
I want to get you up in the box, Tony. I want Rod down here in the field.
There you go.
Or John, Joe down here in the field. I want those guys down the field. I want you up in the box. Dude, that's the next thing I'm working on. I mean, I got the guys in elevator.
Yes,
think they'd show you a little love, let you up there every now and then. You don't get somebody talking in the earpiece saying, "Hey, Tony, why don't you come up here for a little bit, and grab a hot dog or one of those Philly steaks they're eating on up there." I like it when they're biting on something and they're like, "Let's throw it down to Tony for a couple of minutes so I can swallow this stuff." So.
Yeah, see, pretty much, that's what it is. I'm the break so they can take a breath,
But we're going to add artificial turf to the front of baseball.
Okay.
So, because it's going to allow our baseball team just to do a lot more things. And, with the weather, especially when you're playing baseball in the spring, it's so inclement around here, so it's going to open a lot of possibilities. And into the summer with camps and clinics. We're going to finish off our addition to the Math Eye, but we're also going to create a student area inside so our students can come in, conjugate, and probably extend the other side of Math Eye a little bit because we've run out of space for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But I think that's just in the next 9 months. Beyond that, we can think bigger.
Hey, Rob, they're honoring. Please come back to the stage when you start thinking bigger so you can do stuff so I can think you're crazy again. Hey, Rob, right behind us, they're honoring the 2011 team that were the national champion runner-up, a great Wayne State team. Does it feel like it's been 10 years since that team took the field and made the run that they did, which captured the attention of this city?
Yeah, well, only when I look in the mirror does it look like 10 years. But a special group of guys. Last year, because of COVID, as you know, we couldn't play football.
Right.
So we actually replayed the 2011 season. And I thought what was great was, we had all the students come back and, just tell their personal insights to that season, what it was like, their own reflections. I mean, you don't get that when you watch a game. But having those guys look back and talk about their teammates and all the kind of funny stuff that went on.
Yeah.
The things that make, athletic teams so close, that camaraderie. And I just thought that was really special.
And the amazing thing about that is that was a time where the Tigers were playing well. That was a time when the Lions actually made the playoffs that year in 2011. And yet what Wayne State was doing on the field really did capture the attention of the city. It had people in the city for a change, not talking about Michigan, not talking about Michigan State, but talking about what was going on here at Adams Field with Wayne State.
Yeah, I think, we have a lot of Detroit kids. So you have that family kind of atmosphere. And then the kids that aren't from Detroit, they actually become part of Detroit. And so they embrace the city. That's true of our student athletes. We feel a part of this. The outreach to the community. Just last week, here we're getting ready for a big basketball game with Michigan. Our basketball team is out still doing community service with the youth in the city. Trying to educate kids that there's opportunities for them if they stay focused on their education. I think that's so important a part of what we do as an athletic department.
Well, Rob Fournier, thank you very much again this year for everything that you've done for all of us here who broadcast these games, especially me, Rod, Joe. Thank you very much for the kindness that you've extended since I've started doing these games. It's been a wonderful family atmosphere, and I look forward to being back next year.
Well, Tony, you guys do a great job for us. We really appreciate Comcast and the what you guys bring just by doing these games and the atmosphere just adds another level to what we do. So we really appreciate it.
Rob Fournier, thank you very much, man.
All right.
Rob Fournier, the athletic director for Wayne State University. Second half action set to take place at Adams Field shortly. We'll rejoin Joe Abramson and Rod Beard up in the booth